Guys, deluded, I'm back again. Thank you very much for watching me and tuning back in. At this point, you're probably sick of my face at the moment, but it's Saturday morning. Obviously, I'm getting ready for the Premier League. I'm actually in the process of sorting out my fantasy league, but I was on Sky Sports as you do, browsing information, just looking and seeing what's happening in football, and I've come across two articles with Wilfred Zaha and specifically Theo Walcott. Now, they've both spoken. Obviously, they've both completely different careers, but they've both, there's some similarities in their careers in the sense that both of them from a very young age have been scrutinised, have been watched, have been questioned of delivering and not delivering, and if it went another way, both of them would have probably been playing at the World Cup for England if we was to go back and project their careers at 16 years of age. Both had a tough time. Obviously, you've seen Zaha go back to Palace eventually, and having success now, and Theo's gone to Everton after many years at this club. Oh gosh, something just dropped and stuff, but we'll keep freestyling because I'm a man like that. But yeah, carrying on. So yeah, Theo Walcott. Now obviously in 24 hours we're going to be playing against Everton, so he is someone obviously you want to hear what he's got to say. I mean, if I'm Theo Walcott and I'm going back to the Emirates, I have a point to prove to. I know Wenger's not the manager anymore, and he believed in him, but to Wenger, to Emery for no reason because he didn't have a point to play. To the people behind the scenes at Arsenal, I'll be have a lot of memories, be fond of everything they've done for me, especially the time around injuries. But I'd have a point to prove, and to the manager of England as well, because it's a game against a top six side. These are the games Southgate must be looking at to bring you into the side. So yeah, it's depressing. It's depressing to see that Theo said he fell out of love with football, and I got the words straight out the horse's mouth here. Obviously, I've chopped and changed them a bit, but he says, I'm not going to lie, I fell out of love with football for a bit because I had some good performances, but then I just didn't get the chance to play on. Scoring over 100 goals for Arsenal was a great achievement for me personally, and then just the last year and a half was tough. I can't lie, it was really tough not being able to get into the team, being in and out. I just felt I wanted to get the excitement of football again. I didn't feel like I was going to be at Arsenal then. Sam at the time got in contact and and I felt, yeah, this is the right move for me. I got the buzz and enjoyment back. I couldn't be happier to be at this place. To be honest, I'm playing football with a smile on my face and just loving football again. I was a bit at Everton, a bit at Arsenal, a bit at Everton. I think that's a bit where I've copied and pasted incorrectly, where he's spoken about the first return or the first game he played against his former club, where he felt pulled between the two, having been at Arsenal for many years and obviously needing to deliver for your new club. And he said leaving was tough. It really was. I can't lie. When you're used to something for so long, it's a difficult decision. But I felt it was the right one for me. The hardest thing was leaving my family for a certain amount of time before they moved up. That was the missing piece of the puzzle, which only just sort of kicked into place at the start of the season. I want to see where we're at with Arsenal. Last time it was tough. It was surreal. It really was. Being at Arsenal for so long, going back, and I'd only just left as well. The fans were fantastic with me. They always have been. It just felt like I was a little bit still there. It was so soon. But this is going to be a completely different experience. I'm really excited. I really am. Just to see where we're at with them. I really feel like we're in a good place. That's good on Theo, man. I mean, you never, regardless of what you want to feel about the person, if he's fell out of love with the game temporarily, you never want to hear that because it's a job at the end of the day. I mean, many of us work 9 to 5s we don't like and stuff like that, and we have to grind, so we know how it hurts. Obviously, it's difficult. It's clearly difficult for Theo Walcott. He wanted to get back into the side. He wanted to make a success for him, but it is what it is. You just ultimately, for the qualities you had, you just didn't know what was getting with you, and it was probably time to move on. So yeah, man. I mean, that sounds like someone that's playing with a point to prove when he plays against us. That, for me, it is very depressing that he fell out of love with the game, to be fair. Obviously, if you're not delivering the goods, and managers have decisions, so I can't really fault that. But it's always sad for me when I hear the light inside footballers, the bulb inside footballers that makes them want to play football has been temporarily shut off and stuff. Being in and out of the side can be frustrating, but it is what it is, man, and credit to you. On to Zaha now, and he's spoken about his United time, how being at United made him depressed. And he's spoken a lot about it, but the things I really took from it, which really kind of scared me, not scared me, but made me really rate his mentality and appreciate what he's been through and how experiences can make you stronger, negative or positive. He was alluding to a lot of things, how he was more or less left alone at Man United, left in a house by himself, no friends and family essentially, or a hotel. Man United really controlled the area he was, so he wasn't really around anyone. The false rumours in regards to David Moyes' daughter and Zaha having sexual relations, which wasn't true. He said that really affected him, made him depressed, and he somewhat subliminally, on a subliminal thing, kind of dissed United for not really trying to quash them rumours, especially when he was 18, 19. It's a lot to handle. He was very much in the spotlight, as he is now, but he's a teenager at the time. Everybody loved Zaha, and now because he's gone to Man United, it's now time to prove it and things. So you can see how a man became depressed, because ultimately he never got a chance. United weren't the way, it weren't happening the way United wanted to. They couldn't really afford to just develop youth, and it's not just Zaha. A lot of young players, well, not a lot's an exaggeration, but you look at him, Depay, Martial to a degree, Shaw's back in the side now. Rashford's played a lot, but he's always in the spotlight. There's always, depending on if you support United or not, there's always something to say about their young players. But Zaha's onwards, they hadn't given me a car like every other player. Nothing. I'm living in this hell by myself, away from my family, and I thought, if this doesn't make me stronger, what will? When I was at United, I had money, but I was still so down and depressed. People think your life's different because you've got money, you've got fame, so they don't treat you the same. That's very true, man. I don't regret anything. It made me stronger. I feel as though I can deal with anything right now. So I was fighting demons by myself. These rumours that weren't true. I was dealing with this at 19, living in Manchester by myself, nowhere near home because the club had a hold of where I lived. Obviously, getting to United isn't easy, so not being given the chance is hard to take. I don't regret anything because it made me stronger. I feel as though I can deal with anything now. I went through so much with United, with England. There were so much rumours. That the reason I wasn't playing for United was because I slept with David Moyes' daughter, and no one attempted to clear that up. It's hard, man, but stuff like this makes you stronger. I mean, me, personally, I hate to see when my name's dragged through the mud and I'm not known or anything, so I can only imagine when you're a professional footballer and it's amplified by the millions. And so when criticism is fine, but when people are making comments that are over the top, or what would really get me, personal comments questioning your character, especially, I know I'm not mentioning him in this vid, but Raheem Sterling, questioning his footballing ability and with them things. He lives in a day and age where that's something you've got to take, innit? But when people are coming at your character, questioning your motives for everything, questioning everything you do down to the point where you're buying shower gel, people need to understand it doesn't matter how much money you're getting, this can really hurt you. And I really rate Zaha and Sterling because they're now at peace. They're at peace with the critics, with people saying they haven't developed, with people saying this, that and the other, and they're just doing their thing and just cutting out the noise, and that's what you want to see. I'm happy that Theo Walcott and Zaha both found joy again playing football, in regardless, completely similar circumstances but completely different. Happy they both obviously found joy again, to be honest with you. Zaha, if you want to come to Arsenal, come Arsenal, bro. But yeah, man, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and especially in Zaha's case, it's made him a more elite individual, to be honest with you. I've got nothing more to add, man. So yeah, guys, DG, thank you for watching as usual. It means a lot, man. Get in a comment, subscribe, and do the rest if you wish. Like the vid. All the people disliking these vids, what can I say, man? Your mum raised some twats, but I'm out.